Hello travelers, welcome back to the Evrim-Yıldız Oracle Workshop. You are currently tuned in for today's bite-sized messages with zodiac piles, specifically about universe's message for you. For today, I will not use direct language as I believe tarot messages surrounding the concept of the universe being the one to give the message may be much more sensitive for many viewers. Remember that this reading is a general reading, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I simply aim to reflect the energy or spill tea you already know about. This topic was requested, so if you'd like to request topics, be sure to comment. Also, thank you everyone again for your support. You may choose from 3 piles based on the images or your zodiac signs. For today's piles, we have different pigeons. All timestamps for the piles are below. As a disclaimer, tarot is not a substitute for professional help of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I currently do not offer personal readings. Do enjoy your stay. Hello Pile 1 and the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. Welcome to your reading. For today, your tarot cards are Page of Swords, the Empress, and Reverse 2 of Cups. Your oracle card for the day is the more I appreciate, the better I feel. The better I feel, the more I am allowing who I am to flow through me. The more I allow who I am to flow through me, the better I feel. Now, Pile 1, you may be going through a time of imbalance after a massive success. Let's say you made a massive rebrand, you were successful in changing many things in your life, and now there's this imbalance coming through again. And you may feel as though your expectations aren't being met, or things are simply slowing down when you'd rather have them go even faster. What the universe might be trying to tell you is, what's yours can't be taken from you, so stand accordingly. With the Empress and the Page of Swords, you didn't come this far to revert back to your old patterns. Recognize and embrace your change. For some of you, you may have moved to a new place, you may have started new, and suddenly now things might seem a little too familiar, like this familiar feeling that you were actually running away from, like it's following you. For some of you, this might be loneliness of a sort, like you have made new friends, you have changed your social circles, but for some reason this feeling of standing alone has come back. Remember that you are the only person who can tell you who you are, and what you do in this life. If you revert back to this old mindset of, oh, I'm just this random person and I'm just lonely, or I am this and that, then there is nobody that can tell you otherwise. And the universe might be coming through to say, hey, even if it's not happening right now, or even if it's going slower, that doesn't mean that it's not meant for you. Not every closed door is locked. You just have to push. For some of you, you may be confronted by a person that was in your life in the past that has hurt you, and they may be trying to make a comeback. And in that situation as well, stand accordingly. You didn't come this far to revert back to your old patterns. For some of you, if you're talented in some sort of artistic endeavors like painting, music, or something else, the universe might also be coming through to express your emotions and express your identity in those fields as well. I also see for some of you that isolation is not an answer in this situation. You may have had to go through a lot of things alone. This might have been your decision, or this may have been something out of your control. But for some of you, the message is coming through that it's time to socialize and to actually befriend other people that will help you along your journey. For some of you, you may be absolutely not expecting this to happen. Some of you may feel like you're just not built for that, so to say. But there is a strong message here that, hey, like, we're not doing this anymore. This isolation thing, that's not gonna work anymore. You have to change that. And some of you do be ready that some people will start entering your life. This might not be in a rapid way, but this might feel rapid for some of you. That's all I see for you today. Thank you for listening, Pile 1, and I'll see you in another reading. Goodbye. Hello, Pile 2 and the fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards for today are 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Your oracle card for today reads, as you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection with Source and well-being. From your place of being happy, you have access to all that you desire. Pile 2, I see for you that a heavy era has ended and now it's time to start anew. In this past era, you may have had to carry a big responsibility, which is represented by the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is not something that it's almost humanly impossible to carry this weight, yet the person in the 10 of Wands still does it. This isn't some like random task or chore. This was something very big that has impacted your life greatly. And this responsibility or task or chore, whatever, is now released. What the universe might be trying to tell you is that you don't have to search for the worst just because you can survive it again. That's not what leads to safety. It won't lead you to safety to scope out everything and search for every detail and calculate every possible situation. That's not what leads to safety. That leads you to even more fear and even more responsibilities because you're giving yourself chores that were never yours to look out for. For this pile, I see that you may be planners and strategists that always use logic in situations to differ out the good from the bad and weigh out options. However, this might also be what's keeping you from enjoying life itself. I also see for you, Pile 2, that you may be saying, if only aloud. I also see for you, Pile 2, that you may be saying, if only a lot. Like, if only this happened differently, or if only I did this differently, or if only I didn't work like this, or more or less. And the universe might be telling you to cut that out. You're investing time and yourself for something that simply did not happen. You finding closure will help you a lot more than thinking how life could have been if you just did this one thing, or if you didn't do this one thing, or if this thing just happened in a different way. Another message that's coming through for you is that you have to prioritize yourself more. It may help you for the moment to lose yourself in work or these tasks that you do so that you don't have to think about things that much or from your past or worry less about the future because you're just so busy with what's in your hands. But in the end, that's still not what leads you to happiness because you're actually avoiding confronting some things and actually thinking about what you want and what would you like to do. The universe might also be bringing you the message that the worst is already over and You may have had coping strategies that have helped you move through this difficult situation, like holding on to work or work, and with work I mean work of any kind. But these coping strategies are not liable anymore simply because you're not in this dangerous place or in this situation where you have to give everything or there will be nothing. That is simply not your situation anymore. And this doesn't mean that everything you have worked for is useless now. No, not at all. I do see for you, Pile 2, that you are very resilient people that survived through a lot. But again, just because you can survive it again, that doesn't mean that that's what's going to lead you to safety. You have a new opportunity, I see for you, Pile 2, to start anew and to look for new horizons, to make your life, so to say, less complicated, if that makes sense for your situation. So take it and embark on it. For if you choose to go back, this time, staying in the situation will have been your decision. That's all I see for you today, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you for listening. Goodbye. See you in another reading. Hello, Pile 3 and the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards for the day are 4 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Cups, and your oracle card for the day is You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it. To give others reason to believe that all can be well. Now, Pile 3, a message that is coming through is that you may feel some sort of abandonment or distrust despite the good things happening in your life currently. And there's a specific message coming through about losing someone, and for those of you that have recently lost a loved one, even if it's a part of you, my dearest condolences. You have the right to grieve. And you have all the right in the world to feel the sadness that you feel. A message that I see for you from the universe may be that you may grieve, but also do remember that our greatest happiness and the deepest sadness often lie very close to one another. Not all is lost, and if anything, you have the power to return to yourself, always. With the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, you may feel like things are just in some sort of fast fluctuation, like one day you have all of your 3 of Cups upright, and the other day they're down and you have 2, and the next day somebody's trying to offer you something new, and it's just this tiring process of going through that again and again and again. And this doesn't have to be external, this can also be internal. A message that is coming through for you from the universe is that you have done what you could have done, and you are the strongest person you know for a reason. Yes, life keeps on going, but it is not a personal offense to you. It's so that everybody can keep on evolving, changing in the present. And this doesn't mean that you have to let go of your grieving or your emotions. It's only to say that there are good things coming your way. But will you accept those blessings? Are you ready to accept abundance? You don't have to let go of one to get the other. you can still feel what you feel about this situation that has brought you so much sadness. But it is nonetheless to say that good things are coming your way because you deserve good things. But will you accept them? Will you still return to peace? And this peace, it's coming through that it's not a solid construct. It's not like, oh, you're peaceful and then you're peaceful forever, or you're peaceful and then you're peaceful for 3 years. No. Emotions fluctuate always, but it's the thoughts that we accept as base for our behaviors. It's the things that we accept as, so to say, rules for our life. And a message is also coming through to say that you are safe, you're protected and guided, even when it feels like the world is against you and you just have to take it on alone. You are protected, guided, and you are seen. So when you're ready, do choose to go back to people, to yourself, and always know that you always keep the love of people forever in your heart. That's the message I see for you today, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you in another one. Goodbye, and take care.